G'day guys, how the bloody hell are we all? Hope we're all doing well. Pink Blocks, so you know it, and don't forget to even hashtag it, keep it bloody legal, and Sebastian is playing with his toys, so that's what that bloody jiggling sound is. Alright, so, I reviewed another one in the past, the multi-pick plug spinner, and I've got a new one here for you today. It's not a new one, it's been around for a while, but it's a new one that I haven't reviewed yet. And I've been playing with it over the last few weeks, having a bit of fun, and I have to say, I actually quite like this one. I really do. And I'm, of course, talking about it comes in this nice little, glasses case here. The Huck plug spinner. Now, this is a big beast of a thing. Nice, solid grip, and the spring action on this is just unbelievable. Like, so much power to give you that quick burst of energy that, to flick that plug around so that the pins don't have a chance to drop. This thing does bloody deliver. So, what is a plug spinner? Well, as its name states, it is a plug spinner. It spins your core of your lock. So, for example, if you're out on the job now, this is more for locksmiths than it is lock sporters, but it does come in handy for lock sporters. And I've showed you before an easy way to defeat American locks instead of trying to really fight that spring tension on the cores from the shackles on American locks. You actually get a little bit of wiggle room where you can actually pick it the wrong way. Be able to pick it open, then you just fight against the pins, no spring tension. Then you use a plug spinner to flick it past that, the shear line, boom, and then, you can open up your American padlock like that. Makes it a little bit easier for picking them. But I've shown you in a video that before, so just look it up. Anyway, so the Huck one, nice solid plastic, textured grip just here, so you can get a really good bloody grip on this thing. Now to use it, very bloody simple. Push down on your little trigger here, which allows you to turn, and you can turn it a quarter turn, or best way to go is 180, and it will lock in like that. Then all you do is press the trigger, and she launches, and that can go either way. So you can turn it the other way, bang. Very simple to use. If you want to flick your core across clockwise, then you turn this counterclockwise like that, and she'll flick clockwise. And if you want to go counterclockwise, you turn it clockwise, flick it, and it goes counterclockwise. Very simple to actually work out which way she's going to spin. And as you can see, nice plastic handle, solid, really heavy-duty spring on this bloody thing. And what I like about this is it's compact, but you've got lots of different endings in here, lots of different tips. Because not all keyways are the same. Some are wide, some are skinny, some are very paracentric. You want a tip to be able to fit in there, and it's not one size fits all, with bloody keys. So that's what I like about this thing. It has a few different bloody sizes of actual tips. So they're all hidden in the back handle just here. If you've got fingernails, you can actually lift that up. I don't, I bite my bloody fingernails. But you can pull this little drawer out just here, and you've got a nice selection of tips in here. So let's dump them all out. So, you get to a job, blah, 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 you're trying to find which size you're after. You get a nice selection of tips here. So you get nice, fat, wide ones like that. Ones that taper down to quite nice, skinny little tip. Slightly wider tip. Short, fat tip, lots of different ones. And, of course, a big ass solid block that you can use. Now, a bloody cool little tip I can give you with these ones. If you need one that, it's not quite, you want it to fit in as snugly as possible because you really want to control that core. So you want a nice solid fit in there. Cool little tip is if you find a pick tip that, one of them's a little bit too loose, the other one's a little bit too tight, you can actually file them down just a smidgen. You can file down the tips to fit into the keyway a lot better. And of course, you got two different thicknesses. So of course, on the tip here, you have two different thicknesses in the actual cross section here. So if you grab one of the tips, it'll fit in that way. Really loose though, so of course it goes in like that. And then the really fat stubby ones I can find one here. Like this one, and of course that won't go in the skinny section, it'll go in the wide section like that, to be able to control that core. So there you go. Now I'm just going to grab one of the tips here and we'll put it into action and show you how it works. Now I won't bore you by doing it on a heap of locks, but how these things work and what they're really good for is sometimes, and we've all had the trouble, don't say you bloody haven't, I know you have, where you can't pick a lock a certain direction. For some reason, she just does not want to pick in one direction. Not the bloody stupid boy group, One Direction. Ugh. It's as bad as Justin Bieber. So, alright. Put these down here. So, for example, you get to a job and you got a lock in the door, and for some reason you can't pick it in the direction you want to actually unlock the door. Could be a really strong spring you're fighting against, something like that. For some reason, she just doesn't want to turn, and the cat's into something. She doesn't want to turn clockwise to be able to unlock the door. But for some reason, it's very easy to get it counterclockwise. So let's see if we can rake this lock open. I'm using the unicorn. There we go. So she's now open. Right, but say we couldn't pick it the other direction clockwise. So you can only pick it this direction, which will not unlock the door. You just put it to the lock position. So that's where a plug spinner comes in handy. All you have to do, we want to go clockwise to open the door, so I'm going to press down on the trigger here, because you can't turn this when the trigger's set up. Got to push down, turn it, lock him in, go 180 like that. So as a little arrow pointing down, it's 180. This is 180 there. I'm going to stick the tip. I'm going to try and do this so you can see, and hopefully not hit myself with it. So we're going to stick our pick tip. Make sure we've got the 180 to the top, in to the top of our core like that. Now, with a quick press of the button, we're going to flip that core to the other side, unlocking, or the unlock position, without any of the driver pins dropping down into the chambers of the core. So let's give it a quick flick. Look at that. Spun it that fast that now we can actually unlock your door without any of those driver pins dropping down. So that's pretty much all a plug spinner does. It just spins that plug or that core so quick that none of the driver pins have a chance to drop down into the chambers of the core. So if you pick it the wrong way, you can plug spin it open the right way. Now, this isn't the be all end all. There are some cores that you do not want to actually use a plug spinner on. They are collapsible cores and stuff like that. I've actually damaged some plastic ones as well. And if there's cracks or anything like that, which I've seen in some cores, I've broken them in half and stuff like that. So, it's not a be all end all, but very bloody handy tool to have on hand, especially if you're a locksmith. And it does come in handy if you're a lock sporter, as I said, with American locks. I've shown you that video before. But if you're after a simple to use, high powered, super strong, and I've been using this quite a bit and haven't had any problems with it at all. With a nice selection of pick tips to cover most of the locks you will come across, or tips I should say. This Huck branded plug spinner is a bloody good buy, especially for the price. Now, I used to do all the conversions. I'm not bloody doing that anymore. It's too much work, and a lot of people carrying on. Copying all. Oh, you're not bloody giving all the different variants. Yeah, work it out yourself. So this is the plug spinner Black Max. And it's got a little tip here for all the tips if needed to fit keyway. So from locksmithstoolbox.com, you can pick this bad boy up for $33, which is a great price to have a plug spinner on hand. There's a lot more expensive ones on the market. She works. For what she does, she works bloody well. Nice, powerful spring. You got good control over it. Very simple to use. This is a bloody awesome buy. So definitely, if you're after one, get your hands on one, because they are bloody worth it. So that is today's bloody review And yes, I know I say bloody a lot, it's better than swearing. So anyway, as always follow the codes, keep Locksport legal. This is definitely going to bloody come in handy and it's going to go into my kit. Check out all the links in the description down below. Don't forget to go and check out the website, dowp.com.au. I've got a new bracelet up. I've sold the first one, the Slim Jim band. So the newest one that is up at the moment, at the moment of recording this video, is this one here. So the Slim Jim Viking style band. This is the one that is now available up on the website at the moment. So go and bloody check it out if you haven't already, plus all the other cool products that we've got on there. And there will be plenty more coming. So if you like to see, please give a thumbs up. Really do bloody appreciate it. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of plug spinners? Do you use them? Do you like them? Have you tried the Huck one before? Get the conversation bloody going. And until next time, cheers guys. And I really should stop hitting that vice.